What's up, guys? Just putting together my first manga collection video here. This is my first YouTube video ever, so hopefully this will go good. So first up, we have Wolf and Cub. I have 10 of the omnibuses. Some of them are used, as you can see, but I have the first 10 omnibuses here. I've read the first 3. I need to read the rest. I absolutely love the first 3, and I've heard nothing but great things. I am missing volume 27. I have 5 of the smaller volumes that were released. It's really hard to find the 11th or 12th omnibus. I don't know why, but yeah, kind of pisses me off I can't find the 27th volume for a reasonable price, or the 11th or 12th omnibuses, but whatever, I'll read it. I plan on reading it later this year. Up next, I have Go Tanabe's adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness. It's 2 volumes and it's complete. I absolutely love this. Probably one of my favorite releases of 2019. I also have Go Tanabe's adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's The Hound and Other Short Stories. I love that one as well. Up next I have the first 2 volumes of No Gun's Life. I probably won't continue these. I just really can't get past the fact that the main character has a revolver as a head, as you can see right here on the spines. Yeah, I don't think I'll continue this one at all. The second volume kind of left me disappointed, but who knows, I might change my mind in the future. I have the first volume of Phantom Dream. I will never read this. It was $1 blind box from Right Stuff. I tried it and it just was not my thing. Then I have the Dororo Omnibus by Osamu Tezuka. Pretty great read. Then I have all of Parasyte volumes 1 through 8. That is complete. I love Parasyte. Definitely going to reread this again soon. I might need to check out the anime. I tried starting the anime a while back, but I just felt like it was kind of different than my experience with the manga when I read it. Only negative about this is the Kodansha releases. It seems like it's very easy to tear the pages, not the pages, but the binding, as you can see, like in the corners and especially on the spines. But other than that, it's pretty great. Up next, I have all of Vinland Saga that's been released. So I have the first 11 2-in-1s. These are all hardcover, and they are absolutely great releases. The first one's really thick. Some of them are just as thick, and some of them are thinner, but definitely love all of these, and I'm going to pick all of these up. I think on a final arc now. So definitely love Vinland Saga. Then I have Planetess, the first 2 omnibuses. I mean, this is all that's out. The first 2 omnibus series here, and it's by the same mangaka as Vinland Saga. Really like it. Definitely going to read it again. It was really hard for me to find the second volume, and it came damaged. But I mean, whatever. I know they're not out of print right now currently, but I'm happy with what I've got. Then I have Ryoku. It's complete. This is a 2-volume series that came out in 2019. Really beautiful release, I thought. I know a lot of people complained about how flimsy the books felt and the paper quality, and I can see where they're coming from there, but I definitely love the artwork, and the pace just seemed completely different than anything else that I've read, so it's really nice to have this. I recommend it. Then I have Opus, which probably one of my favorite standalone 1-volume mangas that I have. Definitely loved it. Loved the ending. It just keeps you. It's one of those things that you don't really know how it's going to end, and it keeps you thinking there. I definitely recommend this one. Then I have the first 5 volumes of Witch Hat Atelier. I think that's how you say it. Who knows? But I do like this. It's not my favorite, but I'm definitely going to keep it up because it's just a completely different style. I think 5 volumes are all that's out right now currently. Then I have Jacko the Galactic Patrolman. This is a one-shot as well. It's by the same mangaka that does Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I know it's technically just Dragon Ball, but here in the US we have it separated between Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. Then we have Pluto, Volume 1 through 8. That is complete. I love Pluto. I love Naoki Urasawa. Pretty much glad to get everything that he has out. I don't know if I'll pick up Master Keaton or not, but I'll definitely try to read it here soon. Love Pluto. It's only 8 volumes, and that's kind of like the sweet spot for me. Then we have Monster, which is, a lot of people consider Monster to be his best work. I'm kind of more for 20th Century Boys, which is next. But it's only 9 volume series. I think these are all 2-in-1s or 1.5s. I don't even know. But these are really beautiful volumes. Anything Naoki Urasawa is kind of hard to go wrong here. Classic. The story is excellent. The artwork is definitely good. It's not the best, but it's different, and I love it. I love everything Naoki Urasawa. And then I have all this out right now currently, the 20th Century Boys. I haven't read Volume 8 yet, but I probably will soon. I love 20th Century Boys. It's probably my favorite manga so far by Naoki Urasawa. After that we have Kaji. It's the only volume that's been released in English. I know Dempa was going to release the second one. I don't know if it was in March or April, but then they pushed it out to May, and then it got pushed out to July. Now it's pushed out until August. I think they're only going to do 5 volumes of these. I might be mistaken, but this is all that we have out right now currently. Then after that, I have the first 2 volumes of Devilman. I mean, this is the only 2 volumes that's complete. These are beautiful releases by 7 Seas. And they're hardcover. A lot of people compare Devilman to Berserk. I definitely see how they're doing that. The artwork's completely different, and it's definitely an older manga, but it is very good. I highly recommend it. After that, I have the first 2 volumes of The Way of the House Husband. It's a pretty funny manga. I don't know if I'll keep it up, but I'm glad to have it in my collection right now. I'll probably pick up the 3rd one eventually. After that, I have Gone, the first volume. This is a really interesting manga. I mean, all it is the drawings. That's all there is to the story. But the artwork is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if I'll pick up the rest, but just having one to me right now is enough. Who knows? I might change my mind. After that, I have the first 5 of the omnibuses for Dragon Ball. Love Dragon Ball. Grew up watching it as a kid. And then I have the Saiyan and Frieza arc of Dragon Ball Z. I probably would like to get the remaining omnibuses here for Dragon Ball Z, but I just think the Frieza, at the end of Frieza, the Frieza arc is where, I don't know, it's just, I'm fine with it being, with just having this, but who knows, I might change my mind. I love all of it, but whenever I go back to watch Dragon Ball Z, I always just go to watch the Frieza, the Saiyan and the Frieza arc. I mean, those are pretty much my staple go-to there. So yeah. Then we have Dorohedoro volumes 1 through 23. This is complete. I love Dorohedoro. It's a completely different art style, and the releases are just beautiful. Fizz did a very good job here. And as you can see, the volumes get thicker and thicker as they go. I really do recommend this. If you have one dude, my favorite character in here he's like a mushroom guy. That's all I'll say there. It's pretty funny. So highly recommend. After that, I have the first 3 omnibuses of the Drifting Classroom, and that is complete. I'm almost done with the second one, and the 3rd one just came out. This is an older manga, but I highly recommend this. It's pretty funny, and Also kind of strange. A lot of people classify this as horror, but I don't necessarily treat it as that. But it's a very, very good read. All right. Then we have Berserk, the deluxe editions, volumes 1 through 4. This is all that's currently out right now. Volume 5 is supposed to come out in July, if it is not pushed out further. Love Berserk. I've only read up to volume 22. I was thinking about reading the other volumes that are out, but I think I'll just keep the pace of what's coming out with the Berserk, the deluxe editions. So, Berserk has some of the best artwork that you could find in manga. The only one that I think I have in my collection that you can kind of compare it to artwork style is Vagabond and Vinland Saga. Up next, I have all that's currently out with Vagabond. I have the first 12 omnibuses, and then I have volume 37. I absolutely love Vagabond. I do think the artwork in Vagabond is better than Berserk. I love pretty much everything about this manga. I love how the spines all kind of create one picture here. So, yeah. And then this is my Game of Thrones 5-volume set. I've read 1.5. I don't know if I'll read the rest. Who knows? It's just helps me keep everything upright. After that, I have Gigantomaxia, and then the 10th volume of Berserk. Gigantomaxia is also by the same mangaka of Berserk. It's definitely a good read. I highly recommend that to anyone who likes Kentaro Miura or Berserk. Then going on to my other shelf over here, I have the first 23 or 24 volumes of My Hero Academia. Halfway through the 24th volume. I love the first 11 volumes. After that, it kind of tears off for me. I'm hoping it picks back up, but we'll see. I have faith that it will go back to what I experienced in the first 11 volumes. I love it, though. I'm definitely going to keep continuing with the series. After that, I have Blood on the Tracks. This is one of Shuzo Ishimi's new releases. I highly recommend this one. And let's see if it will fit back in there. I'll fix that later. Whatever. Definitely one of my favorite new releases that have come out. The next volume comes out in September for Blood on the Tracks. Then I have The Flowers of Evil, the complete. It's a 4 omnibus series here. I forget how many original volumes there were. But Flowers of Evil, you can read all of this in one day, and the releases are pretty great. From Vertical, I highly recommend these. Definitely one of my favorite reads so far of the year. After that, we have Happiness 1 through 10. That is complete. A lot of people. This is also by the same mangaka that did Blood on the Tracks and The Flowers of Evil. I do think Shuzo Ishimi might be my favorite mangaka. Excuse me. A lot of people compare this to Tokyo Ghoul. I tried to read Tokyo Ghoul and I just could not get through it. I thought it was just so corny and unentertaining. But yeah, I love Happiness. I don't even think it really compares to Tokyo Ghoul. After that, I have Mob Psycho 1 through 4. This is all that's currently out. I love it. I'm definitely going to keep continuing the series. It's by the same mangaka that does One Punch Man. But the difference here is that one does the artwork in here, whereas One Punch Man, one doesn't do the art for that one. But I'm definitely going to keep picking these up. I have the 5th one on pre-order, and I think that comes out next month. So looking forward to that. It's hilarious. After that, I have I Am a Hero, the first omnibus. I had mixed feelings about this one. I have the second one on the way, but the first half was really slow, and there was a lot of things that happened which I just couldn't really relate to. But I'm curious to see where it will go. I know a lot of people say it's the best zombie manga there is. I don't really know how many zombie mangas there are out there, but it was an interesting read, and I'll see what will happen with the second one before I continue. Then down here I have One Punch Man volumes 1 through 7. I love this. I'm definitely going to gradually pick these up over time. It's just pretty hilarious, honestly. Then I have Gantz, the first omnibus. There's currently 5 out. And I think the 6th one comes out in either July or August. I actually just read that this week, and I love it. I went ahead and got the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th omnibus from Right Stuff, and I'm hoping that it will come in soon because I'm ready to binge read that. Then I have The Promised Neverland, volumes 1 through 15. This is all that's out currently. I love The Promised Neverland, especially the first arc. I'm really excited to see how it will end, and because I do think it's ending soon. So yeah, I love Promised Neverland. After that, I have Golden Kamuy. I'm only missing the first volume, so I only have 2 through 16. I ordered the first one from Right Stuff months and months and months ago, and it's just been out of stock, and they haven't sent it to me yet. But I'm definitely waiting for it. I really think that Golden Kamuy and Vinland Saga kind of have some similarities. This is one of my favorite mangas that I have. You know, there's history, there's food, you get to learn about different cultures, the different parts of Japan, especially on the northern side and going into Russia. And this is all set in the early 1900s, I believe. I'm very interested in this and how it'll turn out. This is probably this is definitely one of my favorites right now. And then that wraps up my manga, and then I have 6 volumes of The Saga of the Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. This is complete. And then I have the first 4 volumes of Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Definitely want to pick up the rest of these. It's completely different than a lot of other things I've read. And then after that, I have a lot of Batmans. I have Batman Year 1, 100. I have Batman Year 100. Then I have Batman Year 1, The Dark Knight Returns, Gotham by Gaslight, Batman Nightfall 1 and 2, I'm missing the 3rd, Batman Hush, Arkham Asylum, Batman The Long Halloween, Birth of the Demon, Welcome Home, Batman and Son, and then Warlock. Used to have more, kind of got rid of these gradually. I don't think I'll get rid of this ever, or these issues of the Batman. I really don't want to complete Sandman, but yeah, that's about all of my manga and comic books. I hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, thanks for watching.